Hey everybody, watch this review here with a second look at the apparently cursed comic, You've Killed Me. For those of you who tried to open it yesterday, I guess I didn't check it beforehand, but the original file didn't have sound. I don't know how it didn't capture the sound, because it clearly captured the video, but you can't really control this stuff sometimes. It just happens. Can't remember what I started discussing, but the first thing that really jumps out to you about this comic book, or I hope would jump out to you about it, is just the visual design here, where you have the two large figures, and then the so your eye centers in the figures. Then you'd go down for the "You've Killed Me," and then you kind of notice the blood stains, and it goes across. It's actually a really neat effect. I mean, I didn't really appreciate that when I first saw it. I just noticed these two aspects. I didn't even notice the blood designs, but as you can see, I just grabbed it from a library. It's actually a pretty good read. It's a noir, I think it's pronounced noir, a detective comic. Great art. It's really impressed me. I mean, honestly, I won't even look at a review comic that doesn't really impress me in some way. I mean, with figures, I'll discuss them and stuff, and if I don't like something, I'll make a note of that, but I like the style that's used. And I also like the little cheap use of this stuff. Like this effect and this effect, if it's anything like how I learned it in cartooning, it's just you would stick a little sticker on here, and then you'd have all these little dots or flannel. But I mean, the fact that they use this flannel just gives a really distinct look compared to the other stuff. I mean, the style's great. The story is very, very, very detective noir with your little arbitrary twists and so forth. And of course, you always know that there's some big, big predictable, well, semi-predictable twist at the end. But I love this page, how the cover the art, and I don't know, it's just really impressed me overall. Shoot, what was I gonna say? But yeah, the first time I put this together, I was a lot more coherent. This time I'm trying to remember what I said and what I pointed out, but it's put out by Oni Press. I've never heard of them. I assume it's just some indie outfit. Just very nice looking. I mean, if you can find it at a local library, I'd really recommend picking it up just for the style and the story and so forth. I don't know how original all this stuff is, because I'm not a huge comics guy, especially outside of the Marvel and so forth. But I mean, the art's great, the design's great, the paneling's great. Especially I love how they do use the different paneling effects, where you have just these little snapshots where the random borders kind of run into each other at times. It's just incredibly nice looking, but I'm not a huge comic expert or anything. I don't know if I would say you should go out and buy it, but I would definitely, if you're in a bookstore, just pick it up and read it there on the spot, because, well, at least I know I used to do that when I was a lot younger, and I still do occasionally, just because it's probably a bad habit, because you should really support your bookstores and stuff. But although, I mean, the book industry is so commercialized these days, I'd rather just get stuff off Amazon. But that's neither here nor there. But I'd look into how expensive this is. I might eventually buy a copy of it for myself if I can find it for maybe $5 or so, or $10. But I'm just incredibly cheap. That's not speaking in any way to the quality or lack thereof. But hey, it's a comic review, and I'm out. Oh, I feel so freaking stupid, but I just did it again. After I was uploading, I realized I never actually discussed what the story was about, but the detective is hired by, well, this woman to look for her missing sister, who supposedly vanished from a locked room while she was in an adjacent room, and the whole mystery is they can't figure out how somebody could possibly have gotten out of the locked room. But they suspect various characters and so forth, and he previously had a relationship with a sister. But I guess he's a upper class sort of guy who ended up going into detective work instead of the family business. But I mean, the characters are all pretty cool. I wouldn't say there's like a lot of really deep character development, but it's the sort of stuff you'd expect in this sort of medium. But that's the real This Is Out. I mean, the other This Is Out clearly wasn't This Is Out, because I'm now officially done, not before done.